What's up, guys? Super Casual here with another Clash Royale video. I know that with my last actual gameplay video I promised I wouldn't be playing with my P.E.K.K.A double prince, but I'm a tryhard, so yeah. I went ahead and just decided to use it some more. Keep pushing up. I've made it up to, I think my trophy high now is like 3,300 trophies, so not too bad for a level 10. I'm going to go ahead and put up a couple of replays, and then I'll jump into a live battle. This game I'm playing against probably it's a giant Sparky deck. Honestly, you usually don't see Sparky without some sort of tank in front of it. I did run into a P.E.K.K.A Sparky deck earlier, and that was just dirty. Right now, just dropping off the pump and poisoning his, elixir advantage and all that. Most of us YouTubers like to, talk about that all the time. And I'm going to go ahead and start dropping stuff off to counter this Sparky right here. I got an Ice Wizard and a Musketeer on the run. And I'm going to drop off my Zap spell, drop off a Dark Knight. Just trying to stop that Sparky from getting to the tower. And here comes a Knight. He's going to finish everything off. Going to take a little bit of damage on my tower, but nothing major. He drops off that mini P.E.K.K.A. I'm just going to let it run in so I can get another pump down. And he's dead. Bye-bye, mini P.E.K.K.A. Right now, I'm actually a little bit ahead of my opponent on elixir. Going to go ahead and drop down another pump as soon as I get up to 10. And just try to keep building elixir. He's going to go ahead and drop his pump. I'm going to poison again because I don't play that. And if I'm not mistaken, he's going to drop down his Sparky in the back and start making a push on that tower. Oh, actually, I dropped off my P.E.K.K.A. I didn't poison this time. I think I just said, you know what, forget it. If we're both going to sit here and just poison each other's pumps down, it's not going to make a difference. So, starting up my push with that P.E.K.K.A. running up, I'm going to get a Musketeer down. I'm also going to zap that Sparky. Here comes the Giant. Basically, I'm going to take down the Giant, and then my P.E.K.K.A. is going to die at the same time. He's going to poison. And P.E.K.K.A. is going to make his little march up. Knight's about to die. He's got minions down. I'm going to drop off this poison spell just to kill everything off. Everything dies out of nick of time, so perfect timing there. 1 second longer and he would have had a shot on my tower. Going ahead and dropping down that pump now. It looks like we both gave up on poisoning the pump, so now we're just going to keep making runs at each other's tower, seeing if we can break through. Honestly, the card levels are just too close. There's not much we can do. My defense is tight enough that he's not going to make it through. His stuff is just strong enough that I'm not going to make it through, and especially with that poison spell there. So everything is going to die. I poison again. Look at that. Everything dies again. And now I push down the other lane. So if you ever run into a situation where you're just, you're going back and forth on the same lane, and it's just stalemating like right there in the middle, it might be a good idea to make a push down the other lane. He started dropping stuff to, start another push, and so I just went down the other lane, and I got that 1-0 victory. And honestly, I just dropped stuff just to distract everything that he had coming, and he wasn't able to handle that. And I'm going to jump into this game against GXX. He is playing a minor Lava Hound deck. This is one of the strongest tournament decks that's out there right now. And the idea behind it is you send the Lava Hound down the lane, and once it's about to pop and have all the lava pups come out, then you drop off your miner to aggro the tower. Great strategy, works perfect because of that unique mechanic of the miner. And this guy, he's not playing it right. He wins, don't get me wrong, I lose this game, but he did not play this game well at all. He should have, with that strategy, there's really nothing I can do to it. If he dropped that miner at the right time, my Musketeer would have died from lava pups, my Ice Wizard would have died from the lava pups, and he would have come out, he probably would have 3-0'd me if he played it right, or 2-0'd me. Also, he has level 11 and level 12 commons. As you know, I'm just a brand new level 10, so my card levels are not quite up to that level. I think I'm running level 8 rares, level 4 epics, except for my Knight, which is level 5. and a level 1 Ice Wizard. So and my one common card is a level 10. So I can't even zap down his goblins. Which, granted, I mean, it is what it is. It's part of the struggle of, pushing up to higher arenas, when you're a lower level. You end up facing people that have a lot higher card levels, and you have to find a way to win, or you just get smashed. Those are your options. I'm getting smashed in this game. It doesn't look like that. Like, right now I have the lead, but realistically, I do botch this game here in a minute, and that's actually why I lose. As you see right now, I'm way ahead on tower damage, but I screw it up, and I end up losing to this guy by misplacing my pump and dropping my musketeer too close to it. So when he goes to miner my pump, his miner actually goes after my musketeer when that lava hound is coming down the lane. So right here, he pushed on my other tower trying to break through, and I pushed back, and ends up basically a stalemate. Nothing too different. And here goes the bad pump. Here goes the bad musketeer. Here comes the miner of doom. And that lava hound is going to come up on my tower. Everything's going to just wreck my tower. He gets it all the way down right here. His princess locks onto the tower, and I'm not able to kill off the princess, and that's what leads to my tower going down and him winning the match. If I had managed to take out that tower, that princess, then I would have still been in a stalemate, but I probably would have been at a point where he could just miner my tower or poison my tower or whatever, something along those lines. So I give him a well played. I'm not gonna, badmouth him, just because I played poorly. I'm a little disappointed, but it is what it is. Sometimes you don't play the best game you possibly could. Like I said, there you go. You can see his card levels right there. He's right on the verge of becoming a level 11. He's got to be with card levels that high, or he's just been playing that same deck over and over. All right, gonna jump into another match. I'm playing against a giant bowler Lumberjack deck. Pretty common strategy, run around with drop the bowler and the giant in the back and put a Lumberjack in front of them, let it die, and then they just go crazy with the rage spell. Everybody knows this kind of strategy. It's pretty common. It's basically just how you use the Lumberjack. You put him in front and you let him die. That's the way you use him. And you just put something behind it that either does a lot of damage or is a tank, and then something behind that. That's the way this game gets played when you're playing with a Lumberjack. It's just plain and simple. That's just the way it is. So here he goes, dropping an Ice Wizard. I'm going to drop mine in response. I got a P.E.K.K.A on the way up the lane. Here comes his bowler. Unfortunately, our troops are going to cross the bridge first, which is never good. You want to fight on your side of the bridge, because if you fight on their side of the bridge, then they have their tower assisting. I pushed the other lane thinking I might get a little sneaky tower kill, and he drops his giant. I'm going to get some good damage on that tower, and in fact I think I get it low enough that I can probably just zap it or something along those lines. It might not be this push, it might be later on in the game. I honestly can't remember. I played probably 15 battles before I recorded this video. But got that tower down pretty low. So we're definitely at the, we have the advantage right here. I'm actually ahead on Elixir by a little bit. I've also got a pump down, and I'm going to start pushing down that lane. He drops his pump. I'm going to go ahead and poison that. No pumps for you, sir. Just trying to maintain that Elixir advantage. He, poisons in response because he doesn't want to fall too far behind. Not a bad move. But, like I said, I've already got the advantage, so he probably might have been better off focusing on defense. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say sometimes whether it's a good or a bad move. He's going to go ahead and drop his bowler giant. Giant's going to get wrecked. Ice Wizard slowing it down so my P.E.K.K.A can keep up. P.E.K.K.A's going to knock it down. Then P.E.K.K.A's going to turn around and go after his bowler. And as you saw, I pushed the other lane with that double Prince Rush and zapped the tower, so was able to kill it off. And then I start pushing down that other lane again. I poison him, get him really low. These bowlers are going to get knocked off real fast. And those rage bowlers are just dirty, man. They are dirty. But that P.E.K.K.A has so much HP and so much damage that it's over before it even starts. He drops a Lumberjack as a last-ditch defense. He's going to zap. It's not going to do any good. Tower's down. That's a 2-0 victory for Super Casual. Boom. Take that. I don't know what your name is. I was going to really start, BMing you on the video, but I don't even know what your name is, so I'm sorry. Good game. Well played. Alright, now that I've run a few replays for you, it's time to go ahead and jump into a live battle. Here we go. That never takes long to get into a match. Looks like we have probably a Korean player based on that, the little icon. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and start out with a P.E.K.K.A. This is a ballsy move. I hate doing it, but I didn't really feel like I had a good move there, and I don't like to drop the Ice Wizard and then if they start pushing the other lane, dropping a whole bunch of stuff on that side, because I feel like I'm wasting my Ice Wizard. And granted, I ended up dropping it anyway, but that's just how I feel about the situation. Royal Giant gets quite a bit of damage. Knight's going to come in and start taking out those goblins, and then going to fall to the Musketeer and the goblins. P.E.K.K.A, he ignored it. It got all the way to the tower. I mean, even with his mini P.E.K.K.A dropping down, I mean, did not get enough damage. I mean, that tower is pretty much dead. I mean, one P.E.K.K.A, if he hadn't dropped the mini P.E.K.K.A, it would have definitely died, but that was a bad play on his part. He gave me that tower, and I don't know why. I know that it couldn't have been on purpose. Nobody just gives away a tower. That's not the way this game works. Pushing in on his crown tower there. Musketeer and Dark Prince are doing work. That poison spell and this zap are going to clean up that Musketeer. And so, I mean, I'm pretty much out of elixir. If he had anything, he should have pushed right there. He probably would have got that tower, because as heavy as my deck is, I would not have been able to stop pretty much anything by the time it got to my tower. But hey, I'm not going to complain. And right here, those goblins actually pull my knight towards the tower. So if my knight survives, it's going to go after the tower. It dies, but, it is what it is. Mini P.E.K.K.A coming in. I mean, only thing I can really, truly drop here is my Dark Prince. And it's going to just barely stop that mini P.E.K.K.A. Mini P.E.K.K.A, man, it just does so much damage. That was a horrible poison spell. I just dropped that, hoping to catch that princess. I don't even know why. My tower goes down, so he's got the first tower of the game. But I'm just going to counter with a zap on that other tower just to, keep it even. That way I can't, screw this up, basically. Because I've been known to do that. Thinking, oh, I got this tower in the bag, and I sit there and I keep committing to the other tower and end up not able to actually kill it off. I'm pretty much going to just sit here and cycle poison and zap to kill off this tower, because I'm a bad kid. I don't know. I can't seem to get anything through. There goes a zap. I'm going to drop off troops, heading up towards his side. Just keep putting pressure on that side so he can't focus on the other side. There goes the poison spell, and I have another zap coming around. As soon as I can cycle to it, it's going to be right at the beginning of overtime. He's going to fireball everything. Everything dies. That was such a value fireball. Going to drop off a knight here, and before anything can happen, zap that tower for a 2-0 victory. Good game. Well played. That was a good game. I can't complain. I mean, we both misplayed a few things, and I just came out the victor. Gonna go ahead and open up this crown chest. I get nothing out of this. Guaranteed. Arrows, Valkyrie, Elixir Collector, Minion Horde. Oh, awesome crown chest. Gonna go ahead and donate this Musketeer, even though I want Musketeers. But leave a like on the video, comment, send it to your mom in an email. Have a great day.